her terminal speed 175 miles per hour. 175. Really quite phenomenal.
Certainly was. Graham Barrs, well, this man has had a traumatic weekend. That's the only thing I think we can call that, really. He has been hooking right on every run. A couple of times very recently he collected the Christmas tree, and hopefully that they've been down in the pits and sorted that one out. Looking for a straight run. As recorded, 8:02, 176. That'll be interesting to see if he can get anywhere near his personal best today. The best he managed to do is 0.91. Graham Barrs. Back after that burnout, it seems rather strange because every time he does these dry hops and practice launches, the car looks perfect.
That is a rock, and of course the machine has run 8-0 before, and they have been trying out lots of different bits and pieces this weekend, and it must be so frustrating when you know that you run the car perfectly straight. And there's a lot of nerves to overcome now because he really has been going for that Christmas tree.
Here we go.
Look at that. Right out of shape. Oh no, straight into the barrier. Well, there you are. Let's hope Graham is okay. He just went, tried to put his foot down, tried to drive through it, but it went every which way but straight.
Door coming open on the car. Graham getting out, giving everyone away. A round of applause to Graham there, trying to find driving job just to set the barrier there at the end in a great shape. So our thoughts go with you, Graham, but glad to see that you're okay.
Well, that is a great shame. It's a beautiful car and a lot of damage there. Quite obviously when it comes up against the Armcos here at SPR, there isn't an awful lot you can do. The Armcos are there, the Armco is there for one reason, and that's to keep the cars within the confines of the strip, and because it's the cars that suffer, and that looks like a pretty big prank to that machine. Well, what can we say? Let's just hope Graham doesn't give up. We won't be seeing him for the rest of the weekend, though.
I think you'll find that Christy Johansson there. We saw him have that terrible tyre shake earlier on today. He's really going to be a contender for honours in this weekend's eliminations. Let's see what he can do. Crew just motioning him forward, ready to do the burnout. Christy Johansson all the way from Scandinavia.
Compound of the car back onto the rubber that you put down across the start line, rubber against rubber grips. So that's the whole idea of this. No grip juice anymore here necessary. The whole track has been track binded, so that's got a solution of grip juice right the way along it. So that cuts down this start line procedure that these top fuel and Pro Comp cars used to go through. Used to see them put down one lot of grip juice, maybe two, and then 2 or 3 practice launches. Well, that all seems to have gone by the by now. Well, let's hope that Clister has a more successful run this time. Just gives the thumbs up to his crew chief.
Motioning the car forward, edging forward, very carefully staging the car. Probably see him just sit there in pre-stage, like that top amber light, then really build up the RPM. Very characteristic start for the outdoor cars. There he goes, building the res, edging it forward into stage. There he goes into stage. Go out at the end. That's a good run there from Krista.
Well, don't forget in Pro Comp, of course, Bjorn Ardeen set us alight this morning with a 6.28 and right on his heels there. 6.33 for Krista Johansson, 210 miles per hour.
A tremendous run. Give the crew a round of applause as they go up the quarter mile. They've worked very hard here this weekend and at last showing dividends.
Well, there you are. 6.33, so that puts him straight into number 2 spot between Bjorn Ardeen and Mr. Hilander. So let's wait and see what other surprises we have in store.
Well, I think that could well be Michael Cougar fired up behind the pits, just watching the body go down on the car, so he's going to come out very shortly to run. And earlier on today, of course, he ran that 8.86, looking to improve on that. We know he's got the capability. That Brad Anderson prepared engine.
Oh yes, I learned a lot about Brad Anderson today, didn't I?
Yes, that's right.
A guru of alcohol burners, I've been told. So there you are. I didn't know who he was, so hopefully you're all as wise as I am now. But Mickey Cougarad has spent a lot of money with the American tuning specialist over the winter time, and it's shakedown run for him really. 8.86 was his time this morning, but with a potential to go an awful lot quicker. So it looks as though he's coming out into the right-hand lane, and we've got somebody joining him in the left-hand lane as well.
The Hemi Hunter, that's Dick Cruz. The crew have worked very hard on that, getting that one back together, new pistons, a lot of new parts gone back in there today. So good to see them making their recovery. The flag for Great Britain there, Dick Cruz, but what a burnout for Mickey Cougar there, 3/4 of the way up the track.
Well, that was incredible. And, I mean, the idea is to warm up the tyres, of course, put down some rubber tracks across the start line. And Mickey Cougar has got to the finishing line as well. He's trying to make his way right to the finishing line. Nice to see him from Dick Cruz back out to the head under. So Dave Stone out front. Of course, Dave Stone used to campaign the X-Ray Beetle Blue Max car here in funny car division, the Mustang. This was a few years ago and suffered quite a serious burn at the top of the strip. The car was absolutely burnt to the ground. But Dave's still involved with his father, Dennis Stone, and the Stones team, which of course now just features the Hemi Hunter. They were a 2-car team at one time. Jerry Andrews used to drive the Hemi Hunter, and Dave Stone, the short wheelbase funny car. Well, hopefully we're looking for a good run from Dick Cruz. He can get down into the mid-6s with this machine. 6.65 is his best. That's a 481 cubic inch Rodec engine, which is the racing version of the Chevrolet.
That's the big box Chevrolet. With Dave having a quick chat earlier on, he's hoping to step up on it. He knows he's up against it. He's got to try and qualify with a 6.4 or something like that. That's what he's hoping to run here. It's going to be a 4-car field, we think, and he's looking that he's got to stay in that field. So it's all or nothing here for Dick Cruz and the Stones team. Edging the car forward. Ran all the way up the quarter mile and taking the win line. Only qualifying, but a lot of pride at stake on that. wait to see the times and speed as they come through. Dick Cruz.
7.14, 188 miles per hour. Dick Cruz puts him into the number 4 position, and 709 at 163 for Mickey Cougar. And let's just have a look. Yes, that puts him. Well, those two seem to have exactly the same ET, but it's on terminal speed. Dick Cruz is in the top 4 with his higher terminal speed. Mickey Cougar just went across the finish line of 163. They got exactly the same ET. 7.09 and 7.09 as well at 183 for Cruz and 160